Culture Week 2016 was here and in a bang. As you all know, it's all about the different cultures that are showcased here in the university, where the one and only Obama Barack landed in the year 2015 September, the Kenyatta University. The theme was celebrating 25 years of culture convergence, our origin, our lives, our legacy. The event was highly characterized with different activities from theater to music.
Now watch me whip, now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
Sports, film, fashion, boxing, among others.
I live my life, I don't like trouble. But you know me say, divine of the face, divine of the face. And every day I just for double. So when that know that that's my case.
Just keep it a little secret. What they don't know won't do them no harm. We can do mouth to mouth with no speaking. We can see eye to eye in the dark.
Theater, interesting, right?
Don't need no Lamborghini, Bugatti.
Let's talk about what Shakespeare is mostly famous for.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they do use in prayer.
Oh then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do, they pray. Grant thou lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Move not while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then of my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Kiss by the book.
And what items were presented in the Culture Week? You all have seen that. Nerve-wracking, right? What a good way to commemorate the cultures we have in Kenya than to show it using theater. Well, that's too much talk about theater. Let's find out what the students like about Culture Week.
Don't need no Lamborghini, Bugatti. Don't need no fly girl with a hot body. Don't need no playback on MTV.
I like Culture Week because I get to present my work, my artwork. I get to present my scripts some of the time to people who want to see them. Other times I just get to watch my friends present their stuff, like paintings.
I buy a lot of jewelry with my roommate. You have so much fun. And then on Friday night, you basically have a free ride to party, and it's secure. And we have so much fun, and they bring music artists.
doesn't love Culture Week because of food?
Like, I don't really like eating KM, so like there you get everything. You get cakes, you get sodas.
And also you get to have a hangout for your friends. It's a social, what can I say, it's not a phenomena, it's a social thing.
What's the best part? Like, it's just a free day, and then you go and you have fun. No classes.
My name is Waiganjo. I am directing a play that will be staged at the theatre night, Culture Week. The title of the play is Sins of My Father.
How much food is there? But for any performance to happen, we have to have something to eat, right? Or not? They say we do on stage things that are supposed to happen off, which is kind of integrity if you look on every exit as being an entrance to somewhere else. With that said, to get to understand what the Culture Week is all about, the KUTV Culture Week team had the pleasure of meeting some of the organizers of the Culture Week, and he was generous enough to give us a little history of the Culture Week from the beginning to the now. Now, I know this is history and maybe too much talk, but you do not appreciate where you are now till you know where you came from, right? Listen in just a bit.
I joined Kenyatta University in 1999 as a student. The first event that I attended during at the university was Culture Week. That was in September 1999. At that time, it was the activity that welcomed students to the university. And once you watched the Culture Week, you knew you were at the right place. If you are a performer or if you are a pretending performer, Culture Week was the place to be. It starts by students rehearsing. For example, I am in charge of a drama subcommittee. So what I did is I auditioned the students, and we are expecting about 6 teams from the main campus. And satellite campuses, Nyeri campus has confirmed, Embu campus has confirmed with the short items, Kericho campus has confirmed with a play, Mombasa campus has confirmed with all the items. But something that has a story to tell, something that tells, you know, the dramatic plot. We have selected 3 judges, and they'll be here for the 2 days. We who have gone through the 844 system don't have a lot of opportunities to teach us about our cultures. But the then Professor Ishiwani thought this would be a very good opportunity to allow students to participate at the same time to learn. And that is why Culture Week is a university event. It's no longer for those who are performing only. That's why classes are cancelled. In terms of variety, this year is better. Because if you look at the number of invited performers, and if you look at the question of a seminar actually dedicated to Culture Week, if you look at things like kids show, if you look at things like traditional sports, and so on and so forth. Those actually tell you that this is going to be a unique Culture Week. You would be so surprised that I had to write on the Facebook page of the department that students of the department should take Culture Week a bit seriously, because most of the people we vetted were from other departments. We also don't want to start dictating what the student can buy and what we can buy for a person who wins. But above all, it should not be seen as a quest to get money. That is why we have not even announced to the teams that there is money to be given.
Don't need no Lamborghini, Bugatti.
That aside, next on. Coming up next.
Hey,
Now, the stage is a magic circle where only the most real things happen, a neutral territory outside the jurisdiction of fate where the stars may be crossed with impunity.
Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet.
A truer and more real place does not exist in all the universe. In other words, the only place where truth exists is on stage. And true to the above statement, the students did not hesitate to give us a variety of taste and pleasure of eye and ear candy.
I used to love you like a movie.
We went from the virtual play of Sins of My Father. Sins of My Father, as the name suggests, is all about...
Don't need no Lamborghini, Bugatti. Don't need no fly girl with a hot body. Don't need no playback.
The play Sins of My Father is about a woman. This woman fell in love with a prince. And because at that time, she was a commoner. At that time, the princes were not allowed to have any relationship with the commoners. As a result of that, she was excommunicated from her land. You see, then she became westernized, she became a woman, a solid woman who wanted nothing to do with men, formed an opinion about men, and was a very strong feminist. Now she got a job with a mining company and was supposed to lead a mining expedition. But the problem is, where this mining expedition is supposed to take place is the old kingdom where she was excommunicated. This guy she loved is now the chief of that kingdom. You understand? Now, the site where this mineral is, this gold is a sacred place. So there's no way the chief will allow her to mine in the land. You understand? Will allow her to mine in the land. But her daughter goes ahead and falls in love with the son of the chief, you see. But now, because she's a feminine, she doesn't believe in men, she doesn't like men, she stops this, she sabotages this. That is the conflict of the play, Sins of My Father. It is called Sins of My Father because the woman, I call her Audacia in the script, is holding her daughter's love at ransom. Because of the sins that the old chief did to her by excommunicating her. That is why it's called the Sins of My Father.
Kisses and roses. 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 Roses in question.
To kiss you.
Sins of My Father, directed by Waiganjo, theater night on Thursday. We will rain on you like the Holy Ghost.
To the formidable yet oh so interesting paranormal activities.
It feels nice to be recognized among the artists who can direct and bring up a play. And it's exciting, just hoping for a nice experience. No, it's a play that I've presented it on several platforms. This being a competitive type of forum, we also felt it's good for the actors to be engaged in such a forum so that they can gauge themselves on their level of creativity vis-a-vis other performances and see how it augurs through. The level of competition that I have here is a level that is meant for the actors that I train. So I wouldn't say I'm in competition. I've brought my actors to do a showcase of talent and just exhibit what they have and to also feel part of the culture, because most of them are acting in like 4 other plays, different plays that are also competing. So I just brought them to have them open the opportunities and to see the level of creativity in terms of exhibition of the same actor in different plays. So that is what I did. I have told them that this is not a competition, they're performing for fun and they're here to enjoy. So we're not putting our minds in the competition bit, because if we put it there and then it appears as if we're struggling for a trophy, and that is more or less something that is meant for them, not...
To the fornicator's room.
My play is being staged. I've written and directed. It's called Fornicator's Room. I'm excited now that I have a platform to showcase some of the pieces of work that I've done. And you know, a platform is one of the most important things of an artist. In my play, there's this character of Jeff that is being done by Henry Kimani. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see him on stage, because he has never disappointed me in all the works that I've done. He's a good actor and a comedian. And so today I know it cannot be an exception. It is going to be really good watching him doing my own.
And finally, where is my husband? Now, when you look keenly to all the titles of this play, they can almost communicate something to you. What do you think the theme of the Culture Week 2016 for the theatre night was? Do comment and give us feedback on our social media platforms right at the bottom of your screens. Now, all of this competing for one prize. We will all find out who will win, but first, you know that for every theatrical performance, the stage has to be warmed. And so, as he mentioned earlier, the organizer, Dr. Shikuku, a lot was expected of students of Kenyatta University for the theatrical night coming up next.